So welcome back to another My League Rebuild here on NBA 2K20, and in today's video, we're going to be doing the Veteran Challenge. Now, I'm sure this has been done before. I'm sure a bunch of people do it a bunch of different ways. The way I'm going to be doing it today, I want to give a huge shout out to DNC for requesting this. I got a ton of support a couple of videos ago, so I decided to do it today. Basically, what he said is the Vets Challenge can only use players who are at least 28 years old, assistant GM auto drafts, except your first round pick, and I must have Vince Carter and or Jamal Crawford on my team at all times. And they have to play at least 10 minutes a game. So huge shout out to you, man, for this idea. I thought it was a great idea. I got a ton of love and a ton of support. So we're going to be doing this today. It's obviously going to be a fantasy draft. But as always, if you guys could leave a like on this video, that would be absolutely awesome. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. We just hit 29K. Well, actually, I hope I'm at 29K. Like 10 of you, as soon as I tweeted out we hit 29K, decided to like unsub. I don't know if that's funny, but whatever. Just, I don't know. Hopefully we have 29K still at this time. At the time I'm recording this, I have like 28,996 followers or subscribers. It's like annoying, but it is what it is. And also, as always, if you have any other video ideas, feel free to comment them down below. And you guys, if you could do me a favor, go down below, upvote some of the video ideas you see down there. Maybe I can do some of your challenges. So I appreciate you guys. Let's hop into this rebuild. So as I mentioned, we are going to be doing a fantasy draft for this. I do not know what team has what pick. I'm going to close my eyes and select a team randomly, but it doesn't really matter, if we're being honest. I always get screwed in these, and I always get bad picks. So 3, 2, 1, and we end up with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Maybe because Cleveland sucks in real life, they'll give them a pick that's, you know, somewhat decent. But again, I only get to make my first overall pick as well, and it doesn't look like we're going to be having that good of a pick. So actually, it's not that bad. So this person, whoever I take here, has got to be 28 years or older. So we cannot take a Joel Embiid. We could take Paul George, no Cat, no Siakam, could take Westbrook, could take Clay. Simmons, no. Oh my God, I want to take Jason Tatum so bad, but I cannot do that. It's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. Like I don't even realize how much of the NBA is just, you know, so young and so good. Couldn't have taken Jokic. Could have taken Dame. Dame would have been cool. Could have taken Steph or Kawhi or KD or LeBron. No AD. Harden would have been cool. Obviously, Doncic and Giannis are off the table. So I think I'm going to be going with Paul George. I feel like he's probably the best player here that is over the age of 28. I mean, Russell Westbrook is here as well, but honestly, if I wanted to, I feel like I could trade for Russell Westbrook. I've definitely done that in the past. He's also making a lot of money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, $5 million isn't, you know, that much compared to Paul George, but I don't know. I don't know. The year younger, too, and I think Paul George is definitely a little bit of the better talent as of now. Maybe not overall career-wise, but as of now, I would give it to Paul George. So this is going to be my one and only pick. We're going to go ahead and sim the rest of the draft, and I will see you guys with the team. So this is how the rest of my team is looking. Unfortunately, it looks like my assistant GM drafted a super young squad for us. So D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, Davis Bertans, Mo Wagner, Chris. I mean, literally, besides like Marc Gasol, the rest of this team has to be traded. And that is so unfortunate. I'm also only going to include guys in my rotation that have to be over 28. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're not even playing anyways. So maybe I'll try to get my 10th man just in case he has to hop in at some point. But yeah, this whole team besides Paul George literally has to be traded. So this is the squad right now. We definitely have a lot of moves to make. Let me hop into some of these. So our first trade right here is going to be with the Phoenix Suns, sending them D'Angelo Russell and Chris Boucher for John Wall and an unprotected first-round pick. That has a ton of value. That is probably because of how bad the Suns are. You know, typically, I don't think it's how bad their team is now. If I look at this team's first-round pick should not have 3 stars. So I'm probably going to be including it in another trade. But as of now, John Wall is going to be coming in and being our new starting point guard. I believe it said he was 29 years old. Yes, he is. So he is all set. He'll probably be here the entire video. So this kind of is our backcourt, unless I, you know, trade for another shooting guard and move PG to small forward. But yeah, I think it's probably going to be Julius Randle next, and we'll also do this first round pick from the Suns, as I mentioned. I'm trying to, you know, make this team as good as possible as soon as possible. I would love to get Michael Porter Jr. Unfortunately, that's not allowed today. CJ McCollum is definitely a possibility, being 28 years old. Drummond's 26. Again, that can't happen. Adams is 26. I mean, I feel like a lot of these really good centers are also really, really young, which is unfortunate. I mean, it could go DeAndre Jordan. Can't keep Spencer Dinwiddie then. Like, I don't know. I think I do want to try to keep Marc Gasol just because he's probably like one of the better centers I'm going to be able to get. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing anything. Capella's 25. I mean, everybody's just so young, and I guess that's kind of how it works. So I think I'm actually going to take CJ McCollum. I'm going to try to keep Marc Gasol, though. So CJ is making 27 mil, so I do need to balance this out somehow. How about if I give you Doug McDermott? They want to do that. Okay, that first round pick actually went up to 4 stars, I think, which is funny enough. So I am now going to be moving Paul George to small forward. That's fine. So we now have our big 3 right here. I definitely have a couple more trades to make. So for some reason, the Memphis Grizzlies value Marc Gasol and Nikola Vucevic at the same 3-star value. So Nikola Vucevic right now is 28 years old. He is definitely on the table for me to get. And again, not a guy I get a ton. So I think I could probably make this trade go through. My first round pick this year does have 2.5 stars. I actually wouldn't mind, giving that up, because I think at this point, if we have a team that's kind of looking like John Wall, CJ McCollum, Paul George, and then Nikola Vucevic, that team is gonna be pretty good if we're being honest here. So I wouldn't mind giving up a first-round pick. Unfortunately, they're not going to take that straight up. How about if I go ahead and give you a couple second-round picks instead? Any interest in doing that and maybe one more second? They still don't want to do it. Wow, maybe they don't value them the same. Maybe they're just saying they do. How about if I give you Bruce Brown here? Wow. They still do not want to do it. How about a Jordan McLaughlin? Okay, they can't even do that. All right, I'll give you one more first-round pick, but I am capping at that. I'll give you a Bucks first-round pick. Oh, my God. What's the trade finder? Wow, there's no trade finder on Nikola Vucevic. All right, I think LaMarcus Aldridge is obviously the next ideal target here. Okay, so this is more what I was assuming the value was going to look like. Is there any sort of, counter offer you have, or do you want to just keep, not giving me anything? I will also toss in Bruce Brown if you want him, and I'll give you one more first-round pick, but I'm capping it at that. Okay, I guess trades are just, going to be hard to make today. Danilo Gallinari, low-key, wouldn't be bad. Is he a free agent after this year, though, or does he have a player option of some sort? No, he's a total free agent. I'm going to, Pray 2K gives me bird rights on him. But then again, if I do that, I kind of have to give up Marc Gasol. I really don't want to give up Marc Gasol. This is where we're going to get tough. All right, I'm trying to find somebody who's old and not making a ton of money. That is going to be like one of the tougher parts of this. Maybe Dwight Howard. Maybe Dwight Howard. I could live with Dwight Howard for a year if I had to. Like, I could do that. I'll give you Davis Bertans. I'm so honestly surprised I wouldn't even take that. And I will give you my first-round pick in 2022. And they agree to that. Okay, so Dwight Howard's going to be coming in. Now allows me to go ahead and move Marc Gasol, which I'm honestly fine with. So maybe I can find a trade for Marc Gasol, maybe with some sort of other power forward. I just need somebody who's, a decent age. So Dwight Powell, honestly, isn't that bad of an option. We're also going to pick up Marvin Williams here. Now, that is not a trade of mine. Could just do it straight up for Nikola Mirotic. That's another really valid option right there. I'm definitely interested in that. Portis is unfortunately off the table. I also could go Derek Favors. I'm getting a lot of good trade offers. I think I'm going to go with Mirotic. I don't mind Mirotic next to Howard. Mirotic can obviously stretch the floor a little bit. So, at this point in time, I'm definitely probably going to get a backup at every position besides small forward. So I definitely need to work on, some backups here and a couple other trades. Perfect trade here with the Philadelphia 76ers. They want to send me Nemanja Bjelica and Dwight Powell for Mo Wagner, Bruce Brown, and a second-round pick. These guys are both over the age of 28, and they're both at positions that we do require backups at this point in time. So that's perfect. It's going to be Mirotic backed up by Bjelica, and then Dwight Howard will be here backed up by Dwight Powell. Honestly, I don't really know which one of these guys I want to play. I still think I'm probably going to go with Mirotic. I think I like him just a little bit more. But Bruno Caboclo will not be in the rotation, so he could be on this team and just maybe, end up getting traded. I also need to find a time to get Jamal Crawford or Vince Carter. That's going to be very, very important. I honestly probably going to try to get Jamal Crawford to, be my, not six-man, but be my backup shooting guard. Let me see if I can find a trade right there. So I found a trade for Jamal Crawford. We're just going to be doing a swap of first-round picks. It's our unprotected first-round pick this year. I don't really think it's going to be that good anyway. So Jamal Crawford is now going to be our new backup shooting guard. That part of the challenge will be complete at this point in time. I now think I'm going to package McLaughlin, Robinson, and maybe one of these guys, for a backup point guard that obviously is 28 years old or older. So let's see what I got here. So McLaughlin, I'll do Keldon Johnson. I'll throw in Terrence Mann. I'm looking for a point guard that is 28 years or older. Austin Rivers does not qualify, unfortunately. Davis Bertans I can get, but again, not of age. Not of age. It sounds so weird when I say it like that. Okay, if I really don't find anything here, I'll probably just going to go look and do it manually. Yeah, TJ McConnell would have been perfect. He's just not quite there. All right, let me go try to do this manually. I'm going to see if the Bucks will take this. Jordan McLaughlin and Keldon Johnson for Darren Collison, who is 32 years old. I would imagine they're probably just going to take it. I mean, it makes total sense that they would. So, our rotation is now all set. I'm going to double check and make sure everybody here is 28 years old or older, and it looks like they all are going to be. So, we're now going to go ahead and set this rotation. Mirotic is going to be starting. I do not mind having Bjelica be, my six-man off the bench. I would actually prefer to have probably Darren Collison here. I'm going to give him 17 minutes a night, and then I do have to give 10 minutes to Jamal Crawford no matter what. So, yeah, this is how the rotation is going to look. I'm going to give Dwight Howard probably 32 a night. Mirotic probably that same 32. PG 37 is fine. McCollum around 35, and then 35 there. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and give 18 here and then 16 to Dwight Powell. So, rotation is all set for year number 1. I believe we are perfectly in line with the rules of this challenge at this point in time. John Wall, CJ McCollum, Paul George, Nikola Mirotic, and Dwight Howard. So the front court is a little shaky. That's going to be kind of the tougher spot. There aren't really a ton of older, big men in this league that, are super elite, if you know what I'm saying. There's a couple. I could probably pick up Hassan Whiteside at some point in time. Maybe if I can try on Vucevic again, that would be absolutely key. but we will see. But for now, I'm fine with this definitely for the first year. Bielitsa, 6-man, Darren Collison, Dwight Powell, and then Jamal Crawford in here, who is currently 39 years old. So him and Vince Carter, I'm hoping both of them don't retire this year, because that means I can only override their, retirement once, and then I can't really do anything about it the second time. But we will see. He's here for the first year. That's all that matters. I'm really liking this team. I will see you guys at the end of year number 1. So a solid first year of 55 wins, 27 losses for us here in Cleveland. And that's actually really not that bad. I'm sure all of you know this, but when you do a fantasy draft, obviously the NBA, gets really, really balanced. So teams don't win as many games, especially in the first year. So 55 wins honestly could be anywhere from a 1 to a 3 seed in my opinion. Obviously, I don't know that at this point in time. But Luka wins MVP for the Spurs. Ja Morant did win Rookie of the Year for Utah. Kendrick Nunn, 6th man in his rookie year as well. Kawhi, Defensive Player of the Year. Luka Doncic, also Most Improved. Greg Popovich wins Coach of the Year. So, we are a 2 seed here in the East. Again, kind of around where I thought we were going to be. We'll check out this Atlanta Hawks team. Devontae Graham, Mitchell, Bridges, Gasol, Drummond. All right, that's a solid squad right there. We take a look at player stats right now on the year. Paul George led us in scoring. Then it was CJ McCollum, John Wall, Nikola Mirotic, Dwight Howard. I feel like we kind of just need like one more like really, really good player. And obviously, I'm going to work on that this offseason. I believe Dwight Howard is a free agent, so that might be a little tough. We were 6th in the NBA in scoring, and then defensively, we were actually the best. And they gave us the 2nd best differential, only behind the Atlanta Hawks. We got Toronto here in the first round. DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Bogdan Bogdanovic, John Collins, Rudy Gobert. Solid team, really solid front court. They're probably going to expose us in that area because, their front court is definitely better, but our back court, probably our small forward as well. Definitely a lot better. Not probably, actually, definitely. So we're 2-2 with them right now. Again, it's going to be a good series. As I mentioned, the NBA really evens out when you do these fantasy-type drafts. So you never really know, and actually we lose in the first round. So, well, there's that. So the Washington Wizards actually do go on to win the finals, and Ben Simmons is your finals MVP. What's the rest of this team looking like? McConnell, Wood, Evans. Really? I don't know about that one, Chief, but okay. Good for them. They do go on to win the finals. Really can't, doubt them. So does Jamal... Okay, son of a bitch. They both retired, which is going to be tough for me because I need them for the entire video. Now, if... I can obviously override them both. So I'm going to override them both right now. So they're both going to be in the NBA for this year coming up. I have seen it before when you override somebody. If they come back and, win a championship or something like that, sometimes they don't retire. But I can obviously only override them once. I cannot continue to do it. So if neither of them are here the 3rd year, I'm going to find another veteran player that I want. Somebody who's, 35, 36 plus years old, and then give them 10 minutes a night. Because there's honestly nothing I can do past that. I know if you want to say I failed the challenge at that point, I apologize. I'm doing everything I can. So... we're up to staff signing at this point. I'm going to go ahead and sign Kevin Nicholson. We actually have a pretty big budget that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. John Beilein's not even actually technically the Cleveland coach. I don't believe. Yeah, this entire staff is just awful. So, head scout Graham. Yeah, definitely just clearing house here. Peterson come in, and I think I'm going to go with Stauffer. It's definitely been a minute since I've gotten him as a head coach. And then Owen Masters. My boy can be my new assistant GM. So, maybe he would have drafted a little bit better for us. No, whoever was actually drafting for us actually did a hell of a job. Like, we got to really get a lot of young value players, but it's unfortunate we can't use them. So, obviously, we're not going to really be drafting anybody in today's video anyways. I mean, that's kind of a tough part, but it is what it is. So, we're at a good point in time. Obviously, years are going up as well, so maybe we can get some more eligible players. All the guys that were 27, maybe a couple of them are 28 at this point in time. So, obviously not drafting anybody. We have no picks in this year's draft anyways, up to team player options now. Jerome Robinson, I honestly could bring back and trade, but I feel like it's a little cheap. So, I mean, he was just riding the bench. There's no real reason for me to bring him back anyways. So, no qualifying offers. I believe Dwight Howard is a free agent. I believe Nikola Mirotic is as well. So, Hassan Whiteside is here. I just don't have the money for Hassan Whiteside, which is unfortunate. And I don't even have bird rights on Dwight Howard, which is also unfortunate. And the man, the man wants $20 million. Are you kidding me? Like, that's just crazy. Like, that's one of the things 2K really needs to desperately fix. It really, really is. I mean, I get I don't have bird rights on him, but like the fact that he wants $20 million is just... He's a journeyman, like, at this point. I just find that a little crazy. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm definitely, you know, we're going to deal with it. The good point of this is that, you know, now we have, you know, our mid-level exception. It's pretty much only going to be for players that are, you know, of age. So I definitely need to make sure I do get Jamal Crawford back. That is definite right there. He's probably going to regress, unfortunately. But I still got to give him some minutes per night. So what is his overall at this point in time? Actually, he might have been on a multi-year deal. No, he was not. I'll just look him up. Let's just look up Crawford. Crawford. Oh, he's actually 78 overall. Oh, it's not. I can't afford him. That's what it is. Okay, well, I guess I'll make a trade for it after. All right, that makes sense. So I'm going to probably go ahead and re-sign Darren Collison. He's probably one of the only guys I really can get. I don't actually have rights on any of these guys, which is unfortunate. I do have 2 trade exceptions. I mean, they only totaled like $3 million. But I do want to bring back Collison. He honestly might even be in a trade. Because, again, I don't really think I'm going to really have a ton of money right now. I can sign like a Brad Wanamaker. I think I'd rather go after like a Tyreek Evans, honestly, because he'll probably be in a trade once I bring back Crawford. So, Tyreek Evans, welcome back to the team. I can bring in Torrey Craig. It's honestly not even that bad. And I think I saw Jerebko as well, who's also of age. So, we're getting some guys right now that I really don't mind, and I really didn't think I'd even be able to get. So, we're solid right now. Obviously, you know, I do want to improve the starting power forward and starting center position. I think I'm probably going to have to throw Dwight Powell in pretty much any trade. Moving to power forward, he's actually an 83 overall. So let me see what sort of trade I can find here. So I'm going to try to do this trade here with the Celtics, sending them Dwight Powell, Nemanja Bjelica, and Terrence Mann for Hassan Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside is now 31 years old, so he definitely qualifies. And I think he'd be kind of a key piece in this trade. What I'm actually going... Okay, simple enough. So we gave him a first-round pick. Hassan Whiteside's on the team. So that is going to be our new center. That's cool. We still need a power forward. It's unfortunate, but I'm probably going to have to move at least one of these two guys. And I really still don't even know who I'd be able to get for a power forward that's, you know, decently good and not making a ton of money. So I'm definitely going to have to cap it at like $5 million. Well, I can't even go that way, which does suck, but like I need, like, I don't have any cap space, which it's unfortunate. So now I have to find somebody. Okay, Gal's a free agent. I thought I got lucky there, but and all these guys are just so fucking old. And most of them are free agents. Yeah, this is just shitty. I don't even know who I can get. I mean, literally all of these guys are free agents. Like, I guess I could go Daniel Tice. I mean, I would take him. They want Jerebko for a first. I would rather just, you know, go ahead and give you a first instead. And I'll give you a couple seconds. Like, I don't really want to start Daniel Tice, if I'm being honest. Oh, my God. I'll give you one more second. Do I have any, like, other players in this roster that I can... I'll give you Torrey Craig. All right, they agree to that. Tice actually does go up in overalls when he moves. I mean, he's already an 80 overall. He goes up to an 83. If I were to trade him, I can't imagine that I'm going to find, you know, anybody that's a higher overall that I can get that's of age to play power forward for me. Never mind the fact that the money is just really never going to work. I mean, I would love Jared Allen, just not old enough. So that's tough. I now also still have to find a trade, you know, for one of Vince Carter or Jamal Crawford. So let me work on that. All right, so I know Jamal Crawford is, you know, probably the better overall player at this point in time, but I'm just going to sign Vince Carter just because I think, one, it's probably going to be easier overall. He is probably just going to get 10 minutes a night for me. He's probably, oh, he's actually listed as a power forward. Maybe I'll move him down to small forward. His overall will go up a few feet. Actually only goes up one. But he's a 73 overall. I guess just CJ McCollum, one of a backup. It's really not that important. So I just now need a backup center. I don't really know who's here. Joakim. Actually, screw it. Actually, no, I saw Cristiano Felicio. I'm actually going to go with him instead. Or Ed Davis. I'm going to go with Felicio. Welcome to the team. 31 years, or 28 years old. Jesus. Definitely qualifies. So, again, I think this squad is looking solid. I want to look to maybe improve on Tice after this year. Hopefully, I have bird rights on him. But for now, we're all set. I will see you guys at the start of year number 2. All right, so we're here at the start of year number 2 right now. And honestly, the starting 5 is... It is what it is. I definitely think it improved. I think Whiteside's an obvious upgrade over Dwight Howard, and you know, Tice over whatever the fuck his name, Nikola Mirotic it's 50-50. I'm a Celtics fan. I watch Daniel Tice all the time. The refs absolutely hate him. Referees everywhere hate him. I don't know why, but he's an underrated player in my opinion. So we will see how he does. Actually, no, he actually goes up more at small forward, I believe. I mean, I can check, but I'm really not going to be moving him to small forward. I'm a big... Oh, well, he used to go up more at small forward. I'm assuming 2K probably patched that. But this is going to be the rotation. Year number 2, Wall, McCollum, George, Tice, and Whiteside is the starting 5. Collison, Jerebko, Felicio, who is this now is 73. Vince Carter's a 71. Vince Carter's a 71. That one sucks a little bit, but it's a part of the challenge. You got to do it. So we're all set. I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. So somehow we end up going one game worse than last year. I don't really know what it is, but I will obviously look at the statistics and we will figure it out. Luka MVP is 0.2 rebounds and 0.1 assists off a triple-double. I feel terrible, but it always happens. Wiseman is your rookie of the year. Ended up getting drafted by Charlotte. LaMelo Ball is your 6th man of the year. He's in Oklahoma City. Kawhi Defensive Player of the Year. Actually looks pretty good in a Rockets jersey. Not going to lie. Markelle Fultz, Most Improved. Greg Popovich is your Coach of the Year. So we're actually 1 seed this year in the East, so it's not really that bad. Hopefully not losing in the first round again. I mean, we lost in the first round last year as a 2 seed. I'm not trying to do it again. McCollum put up unbelievable numbers. John Wall, Paul George, 320-plus point scorers. Whiteside... We will see. Darren Collison, Daniel Tice was okay. So, I mean, actually, Daniel Tice was good. 9.5 points. I mean, 8.5 rebounds. What were his per 36 numbers? It's actually really not that bad. Jerebko, Felicio, and then Vince Carter. And Tim Frazier did play. He was 30 years old. I mean, he played a little bit, but just in case you're wondering. Okay. I mean, we're doing pretty well. Points per game department. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Wow. We're actually doing... Wow. We just didn't score a lot of points per game, I guess. Points allowed, we were the best. And actually somehow still gave us the 2nd best differential, which is funny enough. So... Philadelphia in the first round. Jeremy Lin. Oh, they have James Harden. That's It's cool. Michael Porter Jr., Mo Wagner, Penis Canner. I saw Aldridge on the bench there. Okay, this is James Harden is probably going to absolutely cook the shit out of Bradley Beal. If I had to, you know, take a guess there. I wish I could have gotten James Harden. That probably would have made things a little bit easier in today's video, but unfortunately, not the case. And we're down 3-2 right now. We are down 3-2, and we lose in the first round again. All right, I'm blowing this fucking team up. I decided. It's happening. So the Spurs do go on to win the finals. Luka Doncic is your finals MVP. Again, I can't fathom losing in the first round. I mean, something about this team has to change. And, okay, wow, okay. So I cannot override this. But it does appear that Jamal Crawford did not retire again. So I will make sure Jamal Crawford is on this team. Do not worry. So we're all set there. We can head up to the draft lottery. I don't believe we're going to have any picks in this year's lottery anyways. Cleveland. No, I don't see anything. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I skipped over something. Maybe I didn't. Our staff is fine. Like, I mean, our coach has an A+ and an A rating. Like, there's really no reason to change anything there. We do have the 19th overall pick. It's from the Celtics. I'm just going to swap it for a future first from Philly. It's fine. Not a big deal. So we're up to team player options now. And again, I do kind of want to blow up this team a little bit. Paul George is a free agent. He does decline his player option. We have no qualifying offers, so definitely going to make sure PG's back. I don't even know if I'm going to have bird rights on Tice. I'm assuming I probably don't. Oh, I actually do. Okay. Paul George is going to get a fat contract from me. He is definitely not the problem here, so, I mean, if he wants to come back, he's more than welcome to. And Daniel Tice wants a lot of money. I actually don't mind that because it means I can match it, you know, with bigger deals. So, we're going to get both of them back. Jerebko's fine to leave, and honestly, I can replace all these guys anyway. So, Paul George, Daniel Tice, both back. That's absolutely huge. I can't believe, like, it's just another thing of 2K being broken, the fact that Daniel Tice is asking for $30 million a year. Like, it's crazy to me, but again, it's how 2K works. So, welcome back to the team, both of you. I now have some trades to make. So, I think without a doubt, Kevin Love is an upgrade over Daniel Tice. I mean, we look at this stats-wise, 9.5 and 8.5 versus 16 and 8.5. Really pretty much the only way I can see. They want Darren Collison for Lance Stevenson. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing that. How about if I just give you a second-round pick? Does that about cover it? They want Collison and a first now for Terrence Ross. No. Just not happening. I mean, Jeremy Lamb's cool, and he is 29. I mean, technically I could get him, but I think I'd rather give up a first-round pick. Bro, it's not... fuck it. Why not? Okay, fine. That's fine with me. So, we now have Kevin Love and Hassan Whiteside on this team. I feel like we're kind of fine with everybody else. I mean, I would trade CJ McCollum, but I mean, the dude's been balling out for us. He's not the problem, and I feel like it's not any of these three. I mean, Whiteside was good. If I move Hassan Whiteside to power forward, I mean, do I get any crazy offers for like any good, really good centers? Like, I can't even think of any. Like, Siakam's 27. He's literally a year off. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. These offers aren't even that good. Domantas Sabonis, but he's 25. Larry Markkinen. Oh, my God. That's just, it hurts. Honest. Okay, I do get offered Rudy Gobert, though. I do get offered Rudy Gobert, and I think I'm probably going to take that. I think defensively, I would be remiss if I didn't take Rudy Gobert. I do have to give up Terrence Ross, but I don't love, but I do get a Kogi back, so I probably can trade him for somebody pretty decent. I also still have to go out and get Jamal Crawford, who I'm hoping is in free agency and wants a minimum contract. Because if he doesn't, I'm going to be kind of pissed, because then I'm going to have to spend my mid-level exception on him because he has to be on this team. He wants $3 million. How about 2.75? Does that sound good for you, Jamal? Does that sound good? Come on. Really? I mean, where else are you going? Who else? Nobody else is giving you an offer. All right, Jamal Crawford, who's literally probably going to be a 72 at the start of next year. It's fine. So, Okogie now has to get traded for somebody who's 28 years old or older. I think I'm probably going to, literally look for any position. Crawford cannot be in any trade whatsoever. Jordan McRae, not bad. Andre Roberson, but I can't give up Jamal Crawford here. I can't do it. I'm not giving up Jamal Crawford. Oh, my God. It's gross, but I want to do it for defensive purposes. I really, really do. And I know I just said I wasn't going to have a backup small forward, but I think Andre Roberson is pretty key defensively, honestly. So maybe I just want to have a backup point guard. That's fine. So I now need some backup big men, and obviously that to be pretty old. Ersan Ilyasova, I definitely wouldn't mind getting. Maybe he can stretch the floor for me a little bit. It's just hard because everybody at this age is literally regressing, and it sucks. And then I'll sign Marcin Gortat, who's 37, and I'll probably look to trade him. So, oh, God. This team is like, it's stressing me the fuck out. That's what it's doing. It really is. So Gortat is a 79 overall at power forward. I'm going to trade him in my final first-round pick for a center of some sort, hopefully. Hopefully I can find somebody that qualifies. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. Nope. 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 All right. Nope. Crawford can't be in literally any deal. I will take Nico Mannion, and I'll trade him for a center that's old enough. I will see you guys at the start of year number 3. So year number 3, third and final year. We're putting all our eggs in the basket. This is going to be the squad we're rolling with: John Wall, CJ McCollum, Paul George, Kevin Love, and Rudy Gobert. I think this is definitely our best starting 5 so far. You can differ your opinion with me if you want. This is probably one of our worst benches, though. Andre Roberson, Jamal Crawford is not going to be playing 10 minutes a night. He's going to be playing 18 minutes a night at the age of 41. Yeah, he didn't even play last year. I don't know why this dude didn't retire, but he's got a job. Ersan Ilyasova, and then I could not find a trade without trading Jamal Crawford, so I traded Nico Mannion for some first-round picks. I didn't do anything with the first. I tried to find a trade to improve Kevin Love. There's literally nobody. It's either him or Danilo Gallinari, and there's nothing. There's literally nothing. So, Epke Udo, I signed him. He's a 73 overall. It is what it is. I will try to find maybe one more trade with like him and DJ Augustine and a first-round pick for a better backup center. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find one, and again, it's just annoying because it has to be a certain, age, which is the tough thing here. So, Khem Birch, honestly, he's better. Khem Birch, welcome to the team. Okay, I found a trade. There we go. Welcome to the team. Honestly, we're going to go 10 to Ilyasova now, and Birch here is going to swap with here, and Khem Birch is going to be playing 15 minutes a night. So, that is our new center. He's, what, 29 years old? Yeah, we're all set. Okay, let me double check one more time. 31, 30, 31, 33, 29, 29, 40, 41. We're all set. I will see you guys at the end of the third and final year. Prayers up, boys. So I'm actually surprised myself that this team won 64 games. I mean, I'm definitely not complaining about it. I'm just a little bit surprised. Luka Doncic is your MVP. 0.4 rebounds off a triple-double. I feel bad for the dude. Cade Cunningham is your rookie of the year and ended up getting drafted by the Knicks. I'm sure every Knicks fan has just creamed their pants after seeing that. LaMelo Ball is your 6th man of the year in Oklahoma City. Giannis Stevens, the player of the year, looks weird as hell in a Pistons jersey. Bol most improved. I wish I could have got him. Also in Detroit. That's two freaks of nature on the same court. And Mike Stouffer actually wins Coach of the Year. So, we've been eliminated in the first round for back-to-back years as a 2 seed and then a 1 seed. It's just, I find that a little bit crazy, but yeah, we'll see. We're 8 games ahead of the Toronto Raptors here. 51 wins led the Western Conference. I mean, we're far and away probably the best team. McCollum, Wall, Paul George, Kevin Love, Gobert. I mean, this team is solid. Like, this team is really, really good. So, like, I think we can probably do it points per game wise. Again, not that good defensively, though. We were absolutely unbelievable and somehow still had the best differentials. So we got Milwaukee in the first round. I would say they're better. We're better at every position besides, center. I mean, maybe this year in real life, I would say CP3 is definitely better than John Wall because, I mean, John Wall, really isn't playing basketball, but it is what it is. It's honestly, it was like so rude of the NBA to invite the Wizards to the bubble. It's just mean. We win a first round series. There you go. Indiana here in round number 2. Steph Curry. That's a really solid team right there. That looks like a 2 seed to me, not a 4 seed, but it is what it is. We will see if we can get by them right now. We're up 2-1 right now. We're 2-2. We go down 3-2. And we fucking lose. We fucking lose. I'm disappointed. I definitely want to attack this challenge again. I'll definitely do it again in 2K21 at some point. This was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah. If you guys want to do this, let me know how it goes. Feel free to send me a screenshot of your team on Twitter. DeJounte Murray. All right. Feel free to send me a screenshot of your team below on Twitter. I would be happy to do it. People like to do that all the time, and I, of course, enjoy getting them. So, this is a squad. I would honestly say this is one of the better teams you can get by all 28-plus-year-olds when you do a fantasy draft. I mean, I tried. It is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can leave a like down below. It'd be absolutely awesome. Feel free, as I mentioned, to comment any other video ideas down below. Make sure to go look at the comments and, just upvote any of the ideas because I love doing them as well. But that about does it for me. Thank you guys again for 28 or 29K. Again, I don't even know if we're at it right now because like 10 of you thought it'd be funny to unsubscribe, but it is what it is. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.